Today we're going to do a gentle joint mobilization sequence. Start by sitting on the ground with your legs extended out in front of you and your hands supporting you behind. Take several easy, relaxed breaths, allowing yourself to arrive on your mat. And then start to flex and point your feet, connecting breath with movement, inhaling as you lift and exhaling as you lower your feet towards the mat. Start to turn your baby toes in towards each other and then away, noticing the rotation of your hips and knees as you do this, keeping the big toes connected. And now slowly separating the feet, start to turn them in gentle circles in one direction several times, and then changing direction and going the other way. Observing your feet and feeling the sensations in your ankles. Start to bend your right leg and extend and lower your foot towards the mat. This is great for mobilizing the knee joint. Try to sit up nice and tall and support your leg by holding your thigh. And then take your foot over the left knee and begin to thread your fingers between your toes. Get a good grip and then place one hand on your knee and allow the knee and the foot to make a seesaw shape. One lowers, one lifts. Exhaling as you lower, inhaling as you lift. Release, and we'll do the other side, extending and bending the knee joint. Inhaling and exhaling. Gently placing the foot on the opposite thigh, bringing your fingers between your toes as best you can, and then gently rocking the knee and the foot in opposite directions, feeling the amount of movement in your hip and gently stretching the joints and spaces between your toes. And now placing the soles of your feet together, move your body in towards your heels as far as feels comfortable and start a gentle butterflying action, allowing the knees to lift and lower. And as you do this, inhaling, lift the knees up. Exhale, gently press them down, beginning to feel the release and stretch in your inner thighs. Slowly bring the knees together and come around onto your hands and knees, bringing your hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips. We'll do some gentle cat-cow movements now, lowering the belly and lifting the gaze, and then rounding the back and dropping the head. Exhaling perhaps as you extend your back up and inhaling as you drop your belly down. Feel very grounded through your hands. And now extending your right leg behind you and then draw it in towards your nose. Connecting breath and movement, inhaling as you gaze forward, exhaling as you round. Feeling that same feeling in your spine as you add the weight of your leg. Resting now into child's pose, just taking a few deep, soft breaths into your back, relaxing your head toward the mat and your hips toward your heels. Slowly come back up, extending the left leg up and gently drawing it in. Feeling the difference on this side as you move slowly with awareness and with your breath. Now curling your toes underneath and coming back as best you can to sit on your heels. If this doesn't feel good, you can lift your hips away from your heels. We're going to work on some wrist mobility. So lifting the palms and lowering them, inhaling as they lift and exhaling as they lower. And then keeping the hands parallel, turn them away from each other and towards each other, noticing the sensation in the back and the arms as you do that. And now making fists and slowly rolling around one way, and then changing directions and going the other way. And then just gently spread your fingers out and curl them in. Spread and curl, bringing some movement and stretch into the fingers. And now coming to sit on your heels, relaxing your toes, turn your palms up and gently bend your elbows and bring your hands to your shoulders, keeping the elbows and shoulders at the same height. Exhale and inhale. Beginning to wake up that elbow joint. And now elbows go apart and gently come towards each other. Exhale as you round, inhale as you extend back. Moving as best you can in this position with whatever you're feeling today. And now coming up onto the knees, lifting the arms into the air, extending, and then exhaling, lowering back down. Just moving with your breath, feeling the length in the front of your body, and then dropping your chin down, lowering your head to the floor, gently taking your hands behind your back, and slowly beginning to lift the arms up towards the ceiling or the sky, feeling a deep stretch perhaps into the shoulders, the fingers. Easy, gentle breaths as you take time to feel the shoulders release. Slowly bringing yourself back up and coming to sit down, crossing your legs. Taking your hands to your knees, taking a breath in as you gaze forward, and then really pulling on the knees as you draw yourself back. Similar, it's a seated cat-cow movement, just moving the spine in these lovely undulating postures to bring space and mobility to each vertebra of your back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Now placing your hand on the ground and just leaning side to side. So as one hand touches the floor, the other hand strokes the side of the body. Inhale as you switch, exhale as you stretch over to the side. And now placing your right hand on your knee and your left hand behind you, slowly rotate, breathing in to get taller through the spine, exhaling to gently twist the body to the left. Make sure your neck feels comfortable and just move with your breath. Gently changing sides, left hand to the right knee. Right hand is like another spine supporting you in the back as you gently move with your breath to gently twist yourself to the back. Now just some neck movements, dropping the chin to the chest and then slowly lifting the chin up. I like to close my eyes, but it's fine to keep your eyes open. Only go as far as feels okay for your neck. Really paying attention to the sensations in your cervical spine. And then gently lowering the ear towards one shoulder and then lowering the ear to the other shoulder. Just allowing this very unusual movement, which is very nice for the neck. We don't often do this movement, but it's very nice to release tension in the side of the neck. And now turning the head to look over the back shoulder and then turning the other way. Eye gaze down as if you have a paintbrush on the end of your nose, just gently turning from side to side, feeling how the neck is as you do these gentle rotations and stretches for your neck. One final turn. And then we are finished. Thank you so much for joining me, and do share your comments. Namaste.